Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat?
Saints and Bucs on Sunday from Tampa. We've talked a lot about this matchup going throughout the week. We've talked a lot about what it means for the postseason for the Saints. Quick refresh on that. Saints need to win their final two games, starting with this one on Sunday in Tampa, and then they need help. They need the Bucs to slip up and lose to Carolina. That would give the Saints the NFC South crown and a home playoff game. If the Saints lose to Tampa Bay, they are eliminated officially from postseason contention yet again. When you look at this game, it looks very similar on paper to the trip out west to LA to face the Rams last Thursday, where the Saints, I guess the only difference is you don't have the perceived momentum that New Orleans did going into that game against LA. But you had to go on the road to one of the coasts to face a team that was playing their best football. And we saw how that went. The Rams skunked New Orleans. I know the final score was what it was. It was nowhere close to indicative of how that game went. The Saints found themselves in a 30-7 hole and then did what they do, make it look closer than it was. It was one of their worst performances all year. Now, go on the road again to the East, now to the East Coast, and you face a team playing their best football of the season. And make no mistake, that's what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are doing. They've won 4 straight games. Baker Mayfield looks like he's about to lock up a contract there. Mike Evans could surpass a career total this year when it comes to touchdowns, a career best, late in his career now. And the injury report is not kind to the Saints, where you have no Marcus May still, obviously. You have no Marshawn Lattimore. You still have no Mike Thomas. And you have struggled mightily all season offensively. But in recent history against this Bucs defense, it has really, really, really been a struggle. Since Drew Brees retired, the Saints are only averaging 16 points per game versus Tampa Bay. In the last 3 games, it's 11 points per game. You have consistently got off to slow starts. You have never consistently found a way to move the football that results in points early in games. And I don't know why, when you look at the trends, and now you throw in the fact that Olave is hobbled right now with the ankle. He's going to play, but he even said earlier today he's still fighting through it. So he's hobbled. Rashid Shaheed's back from injury and has been great, taking the top off the defense, but you're going to need more than just one shot play per game to Rashid Shaheed for that to matter in a large scale. You had the one shot play to him against the Rams. That was your 7 in the 30-7 hole. And then there's the Alvin Kamara situation as well, where he's dealing with illness and is kind of a game-time questionable decision right now. Without Kendre Miller, who's likely to not play, you're just thin everywhere. That looks like a major struggle, because as much as you want to talk about the offensive struggles the Saints have had, the defense has been in lockstep, just hasn't been good. They've forced turnovers, but you haven't really been able to convert those in points. They haven't been in locksteps, and they've been getting off to the slow start as well. That's where the perceived momentum came from going into that game against the Rams, and now you've lost all that because it was another slow start by the defense, who, again, you're thin in that secondary, and you look at a guy like Chris Godwin, things are going to open up for him. Now you'll take Paulson Adebo and move him on to Mike Evans without Marshawn Lattimore. You'll have Alontae Taylor out there, Isaac Yiadom, but it hasn't materialized enough to feel anywhere close to confident in this ball game. I don't think, number one, the Saints can score with Tampa Bay. And number two, I think you're missing too many players at key positions and or you have players hobbled or key players hobbled or questionable right now at key positions. So I think Tampa Bay wins the game, and I think they win it probably by at least 10 points. I don't particularly see this one being close, and that will end the Saints' hopes at playoffs for this year, and it will officially allow us to start having very serious and very real conversations about the future of the franchise if and when they are officially eliminated. And as I said, I think that does happen this Sunday in Tampa Bay. I like the Bucs by 10 over New Orleans.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.